Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is Game God Fluent, bringing you episode 1 of another new Let's Play. It's winter where I'm at, and we just got hit with our first snowstorm, finally. It was kind of weak, but it did leave some snow behind. And in the winter, and when it's snowing and stuff and cold out, I like to warm up inside with a little Icewind Dale Enhanced Edition. So that's what we're playing. This is going to be a full Let's Play. I'm going to play it for as long as I feel like playing it. And I hope you join me for the journey. It's sure to be a good one, I think, because I have played this game before. I co-opted it on a tablet and with another person on another tablet. So I never got the full experience, and that's what we're going to get today. And going forward is the full Icewind Dale experience. So this episode will be creating our party, and then next time we'll jump into it. So let's just double click and get into it and see what happens. We'll let this all play out. Thank you, Beamdog, for all your hard work. Appreciate you guys making this classic possible on modern PCs. So, we're going to play on core rules. Group Infravision. No, we're not going to use any of this. Rest until healed. Yeah, rest until healed will turn on. No difficulty base damage increase. That would be pretty cool on hard. All opponents do 50% more damage against the party. No, we're just going to play on core rules. Or core rules. Area map background. Don't melee after depleting an ammo stack. Very important. Good option to turn on. We don't want a multiplayer chat. Oh, in multiplayer games, yeah, sure. Enable cloud saves. No, I don't think I'll be playing this on my tablet. We're not going to play Heart of Fury mode. We'll get into feedback when we actually get into the game. Everything else, graphics. We are playing with nearest neighbor scaling, by the way. Instead of linear scaling. Linear scaling gives that smoothed out, softer, out of focus look for the sprites, whereas nearest neighbor gives it to you raw. You get that pop and that jagged edges, and they just pop off your screen. I love that. So we're gonna do that, and scale the user interface. Hardware mouse cursor full screen. We're going to use the sprite outlines too. We're going to see how they look with the nearest neighbor. Should be a pretty cool combination. Because I like how they look actually. But I haven't tried them on nearest neighbor. So let's get into Icewind Dale.
They say that history is the greatest of all teachers, and that tales of past deeds define who we are in the present, and what we shall be in the future. It is said that such tales shall, with each telling, illuminate us all with the light of truth. I shall tell you of such a tale. It is a tale quite familiar to me, for I have spent nearly a lifetime piecing it together and chronicling it here within this book. For years I have pondered its passages, studying every line, committing each word to memory. Perhaps now, in the telling of it, I shall at last find the answers I seek. Our story takes place in the northern region of Faerun, known as Icewind Dale.
Cool.
It is a harsh, frozen land, cut off from the rest of the world by a wall of jagged peaks called the Spine of the World. For centuries, the icy plains of the Dale have been home to the barbarian peoples of the Uthgard and Regedman. Huddled together in small, closely knit tribes, the barbarians lived simple lives, free, proud, and fiercely independent.
Cool.
Until the day an archmage named Ericon came to Icewind Dale. With an army of mercenaries, Erechon sought to conquer the north and force the fierce barbarians into slavery. Long weeks of battle followed, and the scattered barbarian tribes suffered terrible losses. Defeat seemed inevitable.
Oh no. What happened?
In their darkest hour, a barbarian shaman named Jared came forth and demanded a council between all the remaining tribes of the north. A respected warrior, Jared persuaded the council to put aside their differences and unite against Erechon.
Good move.
Strengthened by a new sense of purpose, the barbarians rallied behind their new leader. The combined might of the Northmen proved more than a match for Erechon, who had counted on the division of the tribes. Wave after wave of barbarian warriors tore into Erecon's hired army, forcing them on the defensive and ultimately into full retreat. As his army crumbled around him, Erechon had time for one last desperate act before his enemies descended upon him. Drawing upon his remaining power, the Archmage breached the planar boundaries, tearing open a portal to the lower planes.
Oh boy.
The foolish Archmage's cries of victory immediately turned to shrieks of terror as the hideous and twisted shapes of demonkind materialized from the portal and poured onto the battlefield. The sudden appearance of the demons drove the combatants, barbarian and mercenary alike, to turn to meet the new threat side by side. The remaining warriors bravely charged the portal to drive the hellspawn back and were slaughtered by the hundreds. As his people fell around him, the barbarian shaman, Jared, looked up from the blood-drenched snow of the battlefield and caught sight of a lone figure high upon a ridge in the distance. Jared immediately recognized this vision as an omen from his god Tempus, and in that instant, he knew what had to be done. Shouting cries to his god, he charged through the ranks of the demons and plunged into the portal. As Jared's blood fused with the energies of the portal, an explosion of white light engulfed the battlefield. When the light subsided, the demons were gone, and the portal was closed. In its place hovered a disk of solid stone. Frozen within the center of the disk was Jared's body, locked in his final moment of agony, in his final moment of triumph for all eternity.
Whoa.
But that is not the end of our tale. It is but the beginning.
See, I don't remember a ton from this. It's been years since I played, actually. Alright, single player, pre-generate characters. Alright, we're going to create our party of 6. So, let's get to it. Gender, it's an aesthetic choice. It has no effect on attributes in any fashion. My main character is going to be a male. Oh, they make you choose appearance already. I should have downloaded some portrait packs, shouldn't I? I want to make a charismatic party leader. So maybe a paladin is the right choice. Should I be a gnome paladin like in my swords and sorcery playthrough? No, I don't want to run into any extra problems because of that. How about a dwarven ranger? You know, I really didn't think this through at all. Let's go with a gnome. So Gnomes have the following traits: +2 to saving throws versus Rod Staff 1 and versus spell, with additional bonuses based on Constitution, Infravision, 5% open locks, 10% find traps, 5% move silently, 5% hide in shadows, 10% to detect illusion, 5% set traps, +1 intelligence, -1 wisdom. And the class is going to be, they can be fighter illusionists. They cannot cast spells while wearing armor, though. That's what kind of hurts that. We'll just go straight up fighter. So they may wear helmets, any armor, use any weapon, may achieve Grand Mastery 5 slots with any weapon class, may achieve Specialization 2 slots in any fighting style, and allocate 3 slots into weapon style. Hit die D10, and Strength is, well, that's for dual classing. So I'm going to assume you already know what the basic, background is. And he's going to be Sword Saint. Wizard Slayer. Berserker. So let's look at the advantage, the Kensei. Sword Saint in the common tongue refers to a warrior who has been specially trained to be one with his weapon. The Kensei is deadly fast and trained to fight without the protection of armor. Oh. May not wear any armor, but a +2 bonus to armor class, +1 to hit and damage rolls every 3 levels. -1 bonus to speed factor every 4 levels. May use the Kai ability once per day. Gains 1 use at level 1 and additional every 4 levels thereafter. All successful attacks within the next 10 seconds deal maximum damage. That's a very interesting class. I don't think it's right for what we're... A Gnome Kensei. Neutral good. Total roll of 80. Let's go ahead and store that, and let's try to get a monster roll. Oh, I should have stored the 84. Store the 83. Big bucks, no whammies, no whammies. Stop. No. Alright, I think 83 is about... Okay, there we go, 85. Alright, so we definitely want his charisma. Oh, I have no points left? What? I'm going to be very charismatic, Kensei. Oh, the roll is already laid out. I guess it's 12 in intelligence. 17 in strength. That looks pretty good, actually. Skills. Okay, 4 points remaining. Let's see. Can I go like 4 points? I can go 2 points max. And 2 points maxed. 2 weapon style Kensei since he's not using... Yeah. So the wielder's penalties are reduced to 0 with the main weapon and -4 with the offhand weapon. That's good. 2 weapon style. And I see him wielding an axe. And a warhammer. I really do. Like a hand axe in the left hand and a warhammer in the right, and he's just bam, 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 bam. Alright. Appearance. Oh, let's try to make it like his portrait. So, like, I don't know, brown and silver or something. Hair needs to come down a few brown notches. Clothing needs to be like... Oh, he doesn't have to look like his portrait because that's him in armor. So, but how I see him anyway is like... something like that. All right, voices.
Here I come, and the hells come with me.
Well, looks like I'm gonna have to go on a killing spree.
Attack! Huh? I'll wash me beard in your blood.
Perfect. Name for our gnome Kensai. Garrus. Good Smasher. Garrus, Good Smasher. Export. So save your character to the characters folder in your Icewind Dale enhanced directory. Export file name. Garrus. Good Smasher. Alright, let's make our next character. This will be a female. And alongside him, perhaps an elf. Elves have 90% resistance against charm and sleep magics, infravision, +1 Thako bonus with bows, short swords, and long swords. Minus 5% to open locks, +5% pickpocket, 5% move silently, 10% hide in shadows, +1 dex, -1 con. So we have a gnome Kensai leading the group. And he's a basher, so let's see what the elf classes are. The Kensai can't wear any armor, so we need, first of all, we need a different appearance. How about a half-orc? Half-orcs have infravision, +1 strength, +1 con, -2 intelligence. I thought about shaman. I say shaman, you say shaman, whatever. These are interesting. But no, we're gonna go fighter. And may not use any magic items apart from weapons and armor. Wizard Slayer. Berserker can rage. Barbarian can rage. We might just have to go with fighter, who can use any armor and any weapon. What can berserkers use? This warrior in tune with his or her animalistic side during combat can achieve an ecstatic state of mind that will enable her to fight longer, harder, and more savagely than any person has a right to. Berserkers tend to be barbarian-like in nature, but not always. Sometimes it's a conscious choice that a warrior in training makes. Regardless, opponents on the battlefield will be unsettled when they see the savage and inhuman elements of the Berserker's personality. This class is common amongst dwarves, known to them as the Battle Rager. It doesn't say, not specialized. I guess they can use everything that a fighter can then. I would love a Wizard Slayer though. But we need someone to be able to use. We're gonna go Berserker. Half-orc Berserker. Chaotic Good. $92. Alright, these stats look pretty nice already, but 19 strength. Can cut down on the charisma and go with a point of con and dexterity. Dang, she's loaded. Go to 15 and 13 there. Yeah, that looks good. And she, I think, is going to go point of two-handed weapon style. Or does not wish to use a shield but wants some bonus when using a one-handed melee weapon. Point and sword and shield type. And I see her using two-handed sword. And possibly flail / Morningstar or halberd. No, flail / Morningstar. Yeah, definitely. Appearance. Skin color is downright. Wait, hair is like that. Skin is like green. Not that green though. Kind of like that. Clothing major, we'll go with that, and minor white.
You would do well to fear a woman's wrath.
Your time draws near.
Let's spill some blood.
By Clangeddin's twin axes! Attack! My aim shall be true. A stout sword and sturdy shield.
Onward to victory! It is an honor to lead.
She's very charismatic.
I'm exhausted. Let us rest for a while.
Yeah, she'll be a well-spoken half-orc, and her name is Greylash. The wizard. Greylash the Slayer. How about just Greylash? Greylash. Whoops. Alright, let's pre-generate another character. So far we've got a Kensai who dual wields and cannot use any armor. And a a berserker who can rage. Now I'd like to get female for sure. I don't know what our appearance is going to look like just yet, so maybe like that. She's going to be a half elf. What I'm thinking is a wizard slayer / cleric. Can I do something like that? No, I can just become fighter / cleric. Or cleric / ranger. Fighter / druid. Let's see, we have 2 warriors. We're going to need a thief and an archer. So she can be a ranger. Aha, here we go. Alright, may use any armor and any weapon, that'd be nice. Archer may not wear any metal armor. May only become proficient 1 slot with melee weapons, may not use charm animal. Stalker serve as covert intelligence gatherers, comfortable in both wilderness and urban settings. They are spies, informants, and interrogators, and their mastery of stealth makes them deadly opponents. May backstab, although for lower damage multipliers than thieves. Level may cast 3 arcane spells. Haste, protection from normal missiles, and minor spell deflection. May not weigh armor heavier than studded leather. May not use any metal weapons. Swords, halberds, warhammers, or morning stars. May not weigh armor leather. We're just gonna go ranging. So they can wear any armor, use any weapon, may not exceed specialization in any weapon class, may achieve specialization in any fighting style, begin specialized in 2 weapon style, may place a 3rd slot into it, may select a racial enemy, which grants a +4 bonus to hit and damage rolls against the selected enemy race, may use the tracking ability at will once per round. Tracking, the ranger can attempt to look for tracks and gain information on what type of creatures, if any, have passed through the area. Potential information that can be gained from tracking includes the number of creatures, the direction they were traveling, and how long ago the tracks were made. They can use the charm animal ability once per day, and they gain more loot uses every 2 levels after. May hide in shadows while wearing no armor, leather armor, or studded leather. Can cast druidic spells starting at level 6. Good. Cool. Alignment, neutral, good. Abilities, we'll store that 80. Store the 84. There we go. Alright, she's gonna cast druidic spells, which I think is wisdom. This actually looks pretty good, except I don't need con that high. We can take dexterity 18 and intelligence. I don't like her. Oh, that's important to the druid. Take a little from wisdom, a little from there. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Skills. 2 points and 2 weapon style. I see her using a longbow. crossbow. Perhaps a club. And perhaps a scimitar wakizashi ninjato. You know what? Instead of crossbow, I also like to get short sword. Actually, make that long sword, since no one has long sword yet. Okay. And her racial enemy. Some might argue that trolls are the natural enemy of most rangers. Inherently violent and aggressive, trolls frequently attack with little or no provocation. They attack humans and small human settlements, regularly destroying everything in their path. Trolls are not only feared for their large, powerful limbs, but for their ability to rapidly regenerate most wounds inflicted on them. Experienced adventurers carry fire and acid with them when expecting trolls. Yuan Ti. Creatures are rare but extremely deadly opponents. Very sophisticated magical talents. Yeah, let's go ahead and make Yuan Ti because we have a wizard slayer, so might as well have another one that's good against their sophisticated magical talents. We need as much help against Yuan Ti as we can. Her clothes will go with that color and that color. Skin is fine. Hair is fine.
You would do well to fear a woman's wrath.
Your time draws near.
Let's spill some blood. Watch my back. We should rest soon. I can think of much better ways to pass the time. Please, don't let me die.
And her female half-elf ranger, her name will be Magaticia. No, not Maggot. Mazaticia? How about Malticia? Okay, she looks good. Malticia, we've only got 3 characters so far, and we're taking our time here, but that's good. So the next character, we'll go ahead and make a male. We could still use a cleric, a mage, and a whatever. So I think for my whatever, I'm going to go ahead and make a wizard slayer. This fellow here. And he will be an elven wizard slayer for that protection against sleep and stuff. So they get each successful hit bestows 25% cumulative chance of spell failure on the target, plus 1% magic resistance per level through level 19, and then alternating +5 and +1 magic resist from level 20 onward. May not use magic apart from weapons and armor. It's okay. This alignment will be lawful good. need another 92. Let me get another 92. They just roll with 84. Oh, 86 is good. Alright, let's call that 86. They should have good constitution, good wisdom. Not sure why charisma is so high when dex and strength are low. That actually looks fairly good. 4 points for our Wizard Slayer. Sword and shield style. Could also see him using a crossbow. A quarterstaff. And a bastard sword. His appearance. Wait. No, his hair is darker than that. What is that, blonde? I can't tell the difference between these colors. Clothing, we'll put him in muted colors. And his voice will be,
Here I come, and the hell's
Gods grant me strength.
You'll soon sleep with the dead.
Gods grant me strength. I would be honored. Oh, the demons of sleep hound me.
and his name will be Larzal. Okay, we have Garrus Goodsmasher the Berserker, Greylash the Berserker, Garrus Goodsmasher the Kensai, Alticia the Elven Ranger, Larzal the Wizard Slayer. Now we just need, no, not new game. We definitely need a cleric. Let's go ahead and get a female cleric in there. Make a halfling cleric. +1 Thaco bonus with slings. Oh wait. No, our party makeup is not working for us right now. We don't have a thief, and we still need a mage and a cleric, so wait a minute. One of these characters has to go. Gorus. Garrus Goodsmasher is a fighter. Greylash is a fighter. Larzal the Wizard Slayer is a fighter. Alticia the Ranger, can we edit her somehow? We need more of a female. I'm going to use Malticia's picture again. And she was, I believe, half elven. We can't have a ranger. We have to have a thief. And for that thief, shadow dancers can harness the power of magic to increase their stealth abilities. Enigmatic and dangerous, these uniquely skilled thieves are able to blend seamlessly into the shadows in ways that a normal thief cannot, striking without warning, sometimes with supernatural speed. Plus 10% bonus to hide in shadows, move silently, hide in plain sight, even when shadows... Hide in shadows even while being observed. May cast Shadow Step, gains 1 use at level 5 and additional use 5 levels thereafter, which steps into the shadow plane and move for 7 seconds while others are frozen in time. But they can't attack or cast spells while in the shadow plane. Slippery Mind, plus 1 bonus saving throw. Disadvantages: non-lawful, -1 to backstab, sneak attacks progress at a slower rate, may only distribute 20 skill points per level, 30 at level 1 among thieving skills, may not use that snare ability. Yeah, she's going to be a shadow dancer, Maltisia. And she's going to be chaotic good. We'll go ahead and use this. Dexterity 18. Charisma. That looks pretty good. And her goal is going to be opening locks. We'll put 5 there. 5 there. 5 more in open locks, 5 more in find traps. 5 more in hide shadows, and then 5 more in find traps. And she only has 2 weapon types. Okay, so I saw her. She was having a long bow, which has now got to be a short bow. And I believe club was one of them. So let's give her club. Appearance. That looks good.
Let's spill some blood. Watch my back. We should rest soon. I'm dying to get out of these clothes.
And her name is Maltisia. And this will be Maltis B. Okay, so if I have this correct, let's go ahead and try to create our party so far. We've got Garrus Good Smasher. We've got Greylash. Larzal the Wizard Slayer. Maltisia the Shadow Dancer. We need a Cleric and a Mage. I know this episode's going pretty long, but let's go ahead and get a female Cleric. And she can be a Halfling Cleric. So she gets the +2 to saving throws versus paralysis, poison, death, versus rod, staff, wand, and versus spell with additional bonus based on constitution. +1 Thaka with slings. +1 dex, -1 strength, -1 wisdom, but that's okay. She's worked hard to become a cleric. Talos is the evil god of storms. Neutral god of watchers and protectors. Good god of renewal, creativity, and youth, and is celebrated nearly everywhere. Tyr is the deity of law and justice. Tempest, known as the Lord of Battles. Let's go Priest of Lathander. Lathander is the good god of renewal, creativity, and youth, and is celebrated nearly everywhere. His followers are very popular throughout the realms, and there are numerous wealthy temples devoted to him. So she may cast Hold Undead once per day, and gains additional uses after 5 levels. May cast Boon of Lathander once per day. Spell lasts 1 round per level of the caster, gives caster +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls, and +1 to all saving throws, and 1 extra attack per round. Also protects the recipient from level drain. Alright, cool. Alignment lawful good. Oh wait, she can be neutral good? Gonna need a pretty big roll for her. That'll do. Alright. So she's going to need that wisdom for her priestly duties. She's going to need that constitution for bonuses there. And maybe a little less strength. Maybe a little less intelligence for a little more charisma and a little more... Oh, wisdom can't go higher. We'll put it in strength. Skill, she has 2 points. How about mace? Did we do quarterstaff? Sling. I want to do quarterstaff with somebody. I did quarterstaff and club with my Wizard Slayer, didn't I? Oh, they're getting jumbled in my head. Alright, memorize 3 spells remaining. Memorize Cure Light Wounds. Cure Light Wounds and Bless. Her appearance is fine.
Your time draws near. I will do my best to keep us out of harm's way. If I have to take another step, and this journey was showing so much promise, too.
What are these?
I shall slay you all. By Gerdal's shield. I should lead by divine right. Oh, shouldn't we be moving on?
Okay, she can be that one. And her name is... Brindle. Brindle. Bright Flower. Okay, export her. Brindle. Bright Flower. Alright, now let me see if I've got this right. Garrus. Greylash. Larzal. Maltisia. Brindle Bright Flower. Now let's check Maltisia. Club and short bow. Quarterstaff and crossbow. Good. And bastard sword. Very nice. We did it perfectly then. Mace and sling. And now we need a wizard. The wizard will be a male. I want to keep the portraits pretty tune with each other. Let's see, we have a gnome, a halfling, an elf. How about a human and a half-orc? No dwarves on this journey, though. Human. Okay, so between sorcerer. Mage may not wear any armor, only use the following weapons, may only become proficient in any weapon class, may not place any slots in any fighting style, may cast arcane spells. Okay, protective magics, creating creatures and objects to assist him. Specializes in detection and divining magics, manipulating the minds of sentient beings, creating illusions to confuse and mislead, raw and elemental energies, an invoker. Magic that alters physical reality. Or a wild mage. I'd like to manipulate minds, I think. May not learn any spells of invocation. What is invocation? Manipulation of raw and elemental energies. Oh. Trying to think. Let's see. We have a berserker who's just doing physical. We have almost no attack magic. And a mage is just an all-around mage. I'm going to be an enchanter, I think. Alignment, chaotic good. I should have stored that 84. I know this episode's going pretty long. I'm trying to wrap it up quickly here. We'll do 86. Why is this intelligence so low? Can't turn charisma down. Wisdom. Okay, that looks pretty good. Go ahead and give you darts. Those look like pretty good spells, so let's go with... Oh, do I only... Wait. Spells remaining 1. Oh, I unclicked sleep. Okay, so sleep, friends... Causes the Witcher template gain 5 points of charisma. Those of you the caster tend to be very impressed and will generally make an effort to help him. Charm human, charm person. Can't cast magic missile, interestingly enough. Instead of friends, let's go with identify. We have a person who has great charisma, and for this we'll get sleep and charm person. Okay, we only may learn 2 or use 2 right now. These are my 3 I learned. Hopefully this works. I mean, I've never tried being this type of magician.
to the pain. Come then. I will do my best. I grow weary.
It is a shame that we must resort to violence. Watch your back! Ha ha!
Alright, let's be number 5. His name will be... Alton. Alright. We've got our party. For better or worse. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Next time, we're going to just dive right in and create a party. My neck hurts, my back hurts right now from leaning over my laptop a little bit, but it's all good. Yeah, thank you for watching. And we'll start this adventure with that generated party next time. So again, appreciate your viewership. Much love, peace, and joy, guys. And stay tuned for an epic Icewind Dale adventure. So long.